Hi again, and in this video, we're going to explore the answer to the question, how to homeschool and work full-time. One of the great fears and challenges parents have who are considering homeschooling is that need to work. So if you are a single mom or a single dad or a two-parent family with both parents really feeling the need and desire to work, how will you still be able to homeschool? We'll delve into the answer to that question in this video. First part of this video, of course, we're going to talk about mindset and the importance of having the right mindset, both as the leaders and developing that in your students as well. Second, we're going to take a look at flexible scheduling and how to utilize that and how that will play in organizing your homeschooling life. Third, we're going to be talking about developing self-directed learning and self-discipline within your students and how that can greatly enhance your ability to work full-time and still have homeschooling. Fourth, we'll talk about delegating tasks and really how to utilize community and co-ops and other families and how you can all help each other so that you can homeschool and work full-time. And of course, last, we're going to take a look at a family that did just that. So, as always, your mindset as a parent who's going to be homeschooling their children is going to be crucial in setting the right environment and setting the right climate and culture for success. And when you are working full-time, you need to be persistent. You need to be well organized. You need to be positive in every aspect. You need to be able to think outside the box. You need to do all of those things that are going to enable you to manage two different, sometimes competing aspects of your life. So your mindset and the beliefs that you have around what is possible and doable are going to be vital. You also need to develop in the mindset of the children this growth mindset and the belief that they can learn and have the ability to learn on their own. It's innate. You cannot not learn, really. I used to say that to students all the time. It's impossible not to learn. The question is, how's it going to be guided? And you can help your children learn to guide that themselves, of course, depending on their ages. The older they are, the more independence they can have. So one of the important things to understand about scheduling is, and some of this is dictated by the kind of job you have, right? More and more people are working from home. But even from working from home, you are still engaged in your work, right? So your ability to think outside the box in terms of what activities do I have my children do when? If there's certain things that I need to do that I can't be disturbed at all, and that will help dictate some of the things you do with your kids during those times. So this flexibility on your schedule too may mean you do some more in the evening when your spouse, partner, significant other's home, or how you two balance things out and work around your own schedules. The ages of your kids will also factor in, but this flexibility in scheduling is something that is individualistic based on the ages of your children, the type of work you do, the type of work if you are, married, have a significant other, partner who's participating in this. All of those things will be factoring into how to set that up and structure, but your kids do not have to be necessarily in school at the same time as everybody else. I've known families in the past who've set up some athletic things with some private athletic coaches or or with other homeschool families to go do some like gym time or swim time or other things like that for a couple hours in the morning. That gives the parents an opportunity to do some of their work or be at work. So some of those aspects are all related to this flexibility of scheduling. One of the big factors that will really help is to really understand the idea that self-directed learning is powerful. It's very powerful for the children and learning. It teaches them a growth mindset. It helps develop that all-important mindset. It frees you up to doing some work. It, even at a very young age, when you begin to set the climate and the culture of the learning opportunities, teaching them that they can learn on their own through reading, watching, listening is incredibly enlightening and empowering for those children. So when you incorporate a good chunk of that into your homeschool, it can be hugely beneficial in helping you work full time and still be able to homeschool. Now, the last thing for you guys to think about, and this is the real value of co-ops and finding like-minded parents to share the burdens, because with flexible schedules, again, depending on what everybody's work is like, what they do for work, the role of their spouses and all, you can take turns and share supervision. Typically, you often hear suggested that if you're going to share these duties of having somebody right there supervising, obviously you have all the discipline rules, you have everything that we're going to handle clearly laid out on what's acceptable, what isn't, how you handle those things. But the general rule is at least 2 adults present at all times. That helps protect the adults and the children. Depending on the size of the co-op and who all these people are, the flexibility of that rule can play out. But this is where it can be incredibly empowering to find other people who are also homeschooling. So, maybe you have the kind of schedule where you can work 4 days and somebody else only works 3 days. Somebody else does work 5, but their 5 are Tuesday through Saturday, while yours are Monday through Friday. And through this kind of overlapping of schedules, even between you and your spouse and then the other families, you can really make this work. For a real life example, I'll point to Rachel Cruz. So Rachel Cruz is a single mom who homeschooled her 2 children while also running her own business. By using all these things that we have already mentioned, she was able to successfully educate her children. She would use things like tutors and online and co-ops and teaching the children self-directed learning. She, of course, had to have her own proper mindset, because she had to get creative and think about how she was going to schedule her day and when she would work and how she might handle a crisis that would come up at work. If you are a business owner, we all know that those things happen. So her mindset was such that she saw possibilities, not the limits, and was able to figure out ways to deal with these when they came up, have that backup plan and all these other things in place, and that takes the right mindset. If she did not have that sort of mindset, then she would not have been able to successfully run that business and participate in the homeschooling. She inevitably would have turned it all over to somebody else. Private school, a private teacher that she would have had to hire, or send them off to public school, something of that sort. But her mindset was crucial for making all of that come to fruition. I invite you to subscribe to our channel. Check out all our other videos. Of course, you might want to check out how to start a homeschool co-op. You can check out that video today. But also, you might want to check out my podcasts as well. You can find that on my channel as well.